As part of the Peace Exchange Leadership Program, peace builders from violence-plagued Chicago neighborhoods traveled to South Africa in the summer of 2016, 22 years after the end of apartheid. The 6 young Chicagoans were welcomed by the Johannesburg Holocaust and Genocide Center, explored solutions to inadequate housing with Start Living Green, led an art therapy project for at-risk children with Lafika Lafodiso, and facilitated youth peace circles with Imagine Scholar.
If you look at the imbalances of the past, it's what led to what South Africa is today. Imbalances in education, in housing, in creation of jobs.
So we are waiting for the house. Now it's almost 16 years waiting for RTP houses. We're in Town now. The place where stay the people that are unemployed. We have qualifications, but the firms are far from here. So the way we are going there, they said no job.
We don't have schools, clinics, hospitals. We don't have taps, toilets inside our houses. Each and everything in the community is not formalized. It is like what you see, it is what you get. This is our own communal taps. This is where we fetch water. You'll find out more than 50 families comes here for water. So we stand on a queue if you want to use bathrooms, porta potties, or if you want water, we use this part. And you must stand if somebody is busy over there.
Here in South Africa, when you don't have where to stay, you just buy things and make some sort of house like the shacks. I decided to make better shelter because this smart house is better than a shack. We use everything that we have, earth, horse manure or cow manure, bottles, and the straw.
You can see we've got our Peace Exchange students busy rebuilding our country, trying to create a new heritage here. And the only way we're going to do it is to get as many people volunteering, being involved, providing a space for everybody. And it would be good to see how these children are going to be, what type of youth are they going to be in 5 years' time.
Youth on my age, sometimes it's hard to shift the mindset, which is, I've got nothing and I just have to do whatever it takes. Starting from these little kids, training them, feeding them with the skill. They might just enjoy that as a play, but once they grow up, they will remember exactly what they have done and trying to put the entrepreneurial skills into their head and the knowledge. It will empower them and it will have the good result at the end.
Did you add some straw?
Not
yet. I'm very happy because these people who are helping me, they're gonna impact the world in this way. The skills that they also learned from me, they're gonna spread it all over the world.
We actually got the chance to visit Soweto, the very place that the first students stood up against the apartheid government. To be in that place where it was youth, it was students standing up for the rights of education, that really kind of was the moment that reminded me of why the Peace Exchange is doing what it's doing, because most of the peace builders this year are high school and college students, and we're really young, but because of the Peace Exchange, because of this experience, I really feel like I have a voice, I feel like I can do something. When I go back, I really want to empower youth because, youth has the power to break down oppression and create freedom where they need it.
It's been amazing having Peace Exchange here and interacting with our kids and leading the program. So it was good to have other young people in that position. So it shows that they can also be ambassadors for whatever cause they choose to believe in.
What does peace mean to you?
You see, if I don't have peace, I can't live properly.
We all just need to help each other kind of be aware that what's really happening around in the world. A lot of the people that we interviewed were surprised that these little kids came up to them asking them about peace.
How can you influence peace in your community?
How can you influence peace in your community? By first showing the people that you are peaceful. You become an example yourself. Then you can influence peace. You see, starts with you, goes to your family, and goes outside in the street, and the whole community have peace.
The youth that we work with, they have the power within them to make change happen. Art becomes a medium for change. You don't have to be a specific type of person to use it or to enjoy it or to use it for a certain purpose.
It's a poem, so it's trapped inside everyone. Everyone has a poem inside of them, so it's slowly lighting up. So at some point it will explode. So it's up to you how you control the anger.
So giving them that skill to believe in themselves and to be proactive when they see social injustices happening. That's why we do what we do.
Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need.
When the youth itself is inspired and can do a lot of things, we have a long run of progress in the world. You can do a range of different things, but the best way to do it is like doing what you love. For example, if I like chess,
Oh, but then you got me. You got me.
I can do a community service on that, and it's more than just doing the community service about chess, but it's more about inspiring other youth to be like, oh, if you have something to do, then do it.
I want to serve my community, like when I grow up, other students in secondary school that cannot afford to go to university. I'll help teach them about how education is important, how to apply to university, just like Imagine Scholar has helped me.
I like to start my own campaign to help people, especially people who live in the street, people who are disabled, people who don't have the courage or strength to stand up and do things for themselves.
Youth leadership is so important because people have so many different perspectives and have so many different ways of thinking that when you have a strong leader that can bring other people together, you can create something for the better, for a better common purpose.
Leadership is like something you're willing to take a risk in doing. So if you become a leader within yourself and you know your responsibilities, you can show an example to other children, like here in Lefika.
The young man Gift told his story. He said that at first he was trying to find his role as a leader, and he really didn't know where to start, and he wasn't really sure of himself. And he said his teacher told him to look around your house. Do you see Nelson Mandela? He was like, no, what are you talking about? So he said he started looking under the bed and stuff are you joking with me? What do you mean? And so he said, the teacher was like, no, look in the mirror and do you see him there?
I said, no, sir, I don't see Nelson Mandela. Then he said, look carefully. You will see him. Then I was like, what? This guy, I don't know where is Nelson Mandela. Where will I find Nelson Mandela? Then I look again, and I tell him, you want to say, I'm Nelson Mandela? Then he say, yes, but not you are Nelson Mandela. But there is a Nelson Mandela inside of you. That's how I became to be a strong leader.
Humanity is one of the traits at Imagine Scholar. We call it Ubuntu. And in Siswati we say that there's no one who can live by themselves. You always need someone to help you out. And they say it is izandla ziyagezana, which means hands wash each other. Everyone helps everyone else, and if I don't have something, I go to someone else and they can help me. And it's just that humanity between the neighbors.
To me, it's kind of a new concept because I think of it towards everybody, but really when I act on it, it's people that I know, like family members and people at school. But Ubuntu here in South Africa, I noticed that is towards everyone that you meet. It's practicing that, be the PCC and others.
I was really kind of scared to do the homestay, but then after meeting Muzi and actually going to his home and seeing how nice him and his family were, I had a great time. I had a great dinner. that was like actually kind of like how my mom would prepare dinner.
The second night we did the homestay, I was walking to my room and I was really just thinking like, man, I'm really missing home. My homestay lady was queen, but her mother had like set up a whole like bathtub in my room, had the hot water waiting for me and just like everything together. And she had made up my bed with new sheets and I was just like, wow. Right when I needed to feel home, she made me feel like I was at home. It made me feel like family. So it was just so amazing. And I literally cried for like 15 minutes and I called my mom and she started to cry. So it was so beautiful.
The people in the community, they came at us with open arms and I felt like I was a part of being their friends or their family. And I can bring back a better youth leadership by bringing out more communication and understanding how students in Chicago are able to help each other out.
Knowing that other people feel the same way you feel creates a sense of empathy. That will result in them knowing that even if it's a person from a different culture, different skin, different country, that's where it begins, to prevent xenophobia, to prevent racism, to prevent bullying, to prevent abuse. So I think that's where it starts.
I feel like it was the best thing for me to be able to do the homestay and like walk through Soweto and different things and like be in it, to be able to just see this is real life for people, not having water, having like one meal a day and stuff. Like this is everyday life for people, and life is not about things. It's about what you do with what you do have and how you use it and bless others, you know.
I don't really know what I want to do with my life, but I've been inspired to, I want to do my part to help. And I see that it's possible because we've been to all these places where people are doing really good stuff.
South Africa is a rainbow nation. We have about 11 languages, but it doesn't mean that we need to focus on yourself as an individual. When you go back home, you tell them that the situation is the same. There's no difference. We need to bring hands together to work it out as to how best can we help our society and see how best can we overcome this dragon that is facing us and the upcoming youth.
Ngikumbula okwenziwa inkosi angisoze ngabuyela emuva uma ngikumbula okwenziwa inkosi angisoze ngabuyela emuva.
I've told them so many times that no matter what the world throws at me, I won't freak, I won't flinch, I will stand still as if nothing ever happened to me. I am unshakable, I am unbreakable, 'cause now I am stronger and stronger than I was before. I am unbreakable, I am unshakable, 'cause now I am stronger and stronger than I was before. Yeah, that's it. That's there.